everyone has not feeling well.
Yes,
Mm. Okay, just take care your from your side.
so
You are in Pune or from your village also.
no, sir, I'm staying in Aurangabad right now.
Okay. All you are studying or not? Decision science lecture.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I think this is long break with the project management.
Yes, sir.
Ah,
We miss you, sir.
yes, yes. Really?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Whenever you are missed to me, go through your project management book
Sure, sir.
and get some basics from the project management. As only not studying what is meant by project management, what is project planning. Okay, just study some of the cases. What the project management, what the project management, some of the what I can say that some of the failure of the project, some of the success of the project. Okay, that will be helpful to for your knowledge and for your project management future corresponding response also. Just go through some of the cases of McDonald's. Okay, some of the cases of failure project management. I will expecting these cases from your side too. Okay, as a project management, you need to know that what is the uh, how many is the success of project, how many is the loss of project. Okay, what are the reasons behind the failure of the project, what are the reason behind the success of the project. Okay, that will be impact to your I think so that will be impact on your career profile or your impact on your project management group roles. Okay, this will be very useful for you as you are go through the definitions, planning steps. It will be okay, but the things is that when you have read some of the cases related to project management, okay, that will be definitely helpful to you as you have to be develop your communication skills or all these things with that cases. As case study is the parameter that they have thinking on that what are the key strategies of that project that to be success or that to be failure. Okay, some of the reasons that project has to be success or some of the reasons that project has to be failure. What is the reason behind that the failure of project? Okay, that's are the important. Any of the project that some of there will be a failure or there will be success. Yeah, I am right or not? So at the
Yes,
next at the next lecture, everyone need to come with one case study. The reading one case studies and just explaining me with me that what's the case study you have to be read. This will useful for you or not? As in project
Yes.
management or some of the other cases also. Not need related to project management. Some of the cases related to marketing management, HR professionals. Okay, that also be a type of case study. But try to find out a case study on project management itself. Okay, just wait, I will download the attendance. Okay, shall we start today's topic?
Yes, sir.
Yes, so what the units we have to be completed or what unit we have completed from last 4 to 5 lectures? Yes, Haridas, Yogesh, Suji, Nikita, everyone need to reply. Okay, what is the name of unit first? That is overview of project management. Yes, second one is project planning. Okay, and third one is scheduling and risk assessment. That we have to be covered by today itself. That is project scheduling and risk assessment. So I will share the slides and start our today's lecture. Yes, my screen is visible to all.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What you are notified from this diagram? Is this related to which project? Yes, anyone?
I think industrial, sir.
Industrial project, but for which?
Construction, sir.
Yes, it's a construction project. Okay. Yes, it's a construction project. And what is this charts and all this? What we can say for that? That's the project plan. Yes, that's the project plan, project scheduling. As per the pictures, you saw this all the what is meant by project scheduling and risk management. Just wait. Okay, I will start the recording. Okay, these are the unit third, which is project scheduling and risk assessment. In that, the contents of project scheduling and risk and assessment is that about project scheduling, what is meant by project scheduling, what is risk management, steps to developing a project schedule, what are the steps are to be included for developing any project plans. Okay, that is a project schedule. What are the primary constraints of project management that we have already covered in unit first or unit second also, that are the key constraints of primary constraints of project management. Classes of scheduling. Okay, what are the classes of scheduling the project management? What are the resource allocations methods? Means that resources to be allocated at a particular area. Okay, multi-project scheduling means what? Okay, what are the impacts on change control of the management? What are the project cost? Okay, these are the contents of unit third, that is project scheduling and risk assessment or risk management. Okay, so what is meant by project scheduling? Just anyone read this slide now.
May I, sir?
Yes.
Scheduling is a project management in the listing of activities, deliverables, and the milestone within a project. A schedule also usually include a planned start and finish date, duration, and resources assigned to each activity. Estimate resources. Estimate during project reach a conclusion once the goal is achieved.
Okay. Or in another way, they develop a piece schedule, that is project schedules as per the PMBOK books. Okay, as per their fifth editions, they have to say that this is the process of analyzing activity, which is sequentially durations, resources, requirements, and scheduling constraints to create the project schedules for the model purpose. Okay, these are the PMBOK books. Okay, that are the reference books. They have to be certified. They have to be developer. One of the definitions of what mean by project scheduling is that the sequential activities which has to be analyzed, sequence, durations, resources requirement, and scheduling constraints to create the project schedule. Okay, these are the PMBOK books, the definition of project scheduling. Okay, in details, what mean project schedule? In a project management is the listings of activities, okay, which are to be deliverables and milestones within a project. A schedule also usually includes a plan start dates and finish date, duration, resources assigned to each and every activity to estimate the resources, estimate the durations, project reach conclusion on the goal is achieved. Project scheduling is nothing but the scheduling of each and every activity which are to be deliverable or milestones, and with the consideration of time and cost. As I have previously said that the time and cost are the important constraints from the start point to end point, that is time, cost, future duration, scope. Okay, all these words are included in each and every project management: scheduling, planning, overview, controlling, all these things. Okay, when we have scheduling the activities in a sequential manner, in a proper manner, the way of output our project is to be successfully. Okay, what if the project scheduling has not proper? What is the impact on project? If I have failed to prepare a project plan, proper project planning or scheduling, what is the impact on project? Yes, Yogesh. If I am not able to develop a proper project plan, yes.
On time.
Okay.
Project will not complete on time.
Yes. Again, project will not complete on time. Okay. What are the activities that to be carried out in a project scheduling or any of the project management? As we can say that these are the sequence of project or these are the scheduling of project. This is the proper scheduling of project. If the project manager gives us a project planning of that defined project, okay, and after that you are go to scheduling. Scheduling means what? We have to be distribute each and every activity which to be sequentially manner or which to be performed one after another. If we are changing with the activity, there will be impact on before or after the step processes. Okay, they have planning for the completion of the project. Okay, or some of the disturbance as they carried out in that project planning, they will be impact for the completion of project. Means time and cost. Okay, they have to be prepared for the particular plans and they have to be effect of costing. But I think so at the time of planning there will be not directly effect on costing, but which will be effect on majorly timing. Okay, timing for the completion of project. Yes, these are the project scheduling. You got it? Project scheduling. Okay, that the figures as shown that the managing of the project schedule, which they have to be carried out distributions of the activities, that is project activities. What are the project activities in the project? What are the project estimations that we have covered in second unit? 6 method of project estimations. I think so you have to be go through the slides and please read it. Go through the slide itself or some of the details you have required. You go through your any of the books and please read out the estimations method. Okay, project estimations to develop a schedule. Okay, why we need to develop a schedule? For the proper sequencing of the operations, with the completion of durations, with the consideration of cost, with the consideration of availability of resources. That's why we have required a developed schedule plan. Okay, which are to be very useful as project plannings are also important. But to develop a schedule, develop a project schedules, why they have called as a develop a project schedules? Okay, as the plan has already ready, then why we are developing a project schedule? As per the plan, we have go through the project scheduling. That's to be completed each and every activity with the consideration of time and cost. That's why we have required to develop a schedule, to develop a project schedules. Okay, to the study of each and every activity, not as we have consideration or not as we have to be escape some of the process that are not to be important or that are not to be helpful for the project scheduling impact. Okay, but the consideration part is that at the time of project scheduling, each and every task that will be impact or not impact, we have consideration of each activity at the time of developing a schedule. Okay, that project activities we have to be defining, sequencing. In case of project estimations, we have consideration of resources. Okay, what are the resources for the project estimations cost, how much times required. Okay, that's are comes under project estimations, that we have to be carried out project estimations for the resources or how much times have required. Okay, to develop a scheduling means what? Controlling scheduling the activity. Okay, as you are go through this diagram, it will be helpful to you that at the time of if the our exam is goes as in a written case, not by written, if the possibility I said that this will be helpful to you, or some of the flow diagrams, some of the flow charted, that will be useful for you at each and every project. Okay, managing the project scheduling, just write it down as per the your point of view, that you can arrange it as per the circles, as per the triangles, as per the squares, as how you have to be comfort with this. Okay, these are comes under project scheduling. Yes, you have got it. Project scheduling means what? Can we go towards next slide?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is mean by risk management? Yes, Soji, please read the slide. What is mean by risk management? I think so. She is not with you. Just go through. Vinod, just read it.
Okay, sir.
Oh.
Risk management. In a project management, risk management is the practice of identifying, evaluating, and preventing or min-
Mitigating the risk.
mitigating risk to a project that have the potential to impact the desired outcomes. Project manager are typically responsible for overseeing the risk management process throughout the duration of a project. Given a project.
Okay, that we have already covered it. That what is mean by risk management? Risk means what? The impact of cost, the impact of time on the project. If our project has failure, okay, failure of project is the risk management of each and every project. Okay, that you I think so you have to be planned for that. That the risk management means what? Okay, in a project management, risk management is the practicing of identifying, evaluating, and preventing or mitigating the risk to a project that have the potential to impact the desired outcomes. Okay, we have to be find out the uh, we have to be find out practicing, identifying, evaluation, and preventing the mistakes. Okay, that will be impact on our desired outcomes, that will be impact on our project. Okay, that we have to be find out in a risk management. Okay, project management are typically responsible for overseeing the risk management process through the duration of a given project. What are the risk management concept is that if the durations has required, if the duration more duration has required for the completion of project, that are the comes under risk management. Okay, cost considerations, risk management, availability of resources, all these are to be impact on risk management. As an a project manager, they have to be think on to identify, okay, to assess, to review, to control, to mitigate, and to monitor the processes for avoid the risk management. Okay, what are the risks in our project that need to be identified a project manager. Okay, these are comes under risk management. What are the key components in risk management, or what are the responsibilities of risk management? Okay, that you have need to right from your side too. What is the risk management? Okay, what are the risk managements in project management? Yes, anyone? Just give me example of that comes under risk management. Yes, Tejas. Saurabh Khendke. I think so you have just joined the lecture and go with your work now. Yes, no problem. These are comes under risk management. Okay, what are the steps in developing a project schedule? As we have said that to develop a schedule means what? To prepare a project schedule as per the activity, each and every activity to be sequential. That's why we have required a develop project schedule plan. Yes, it will be required for a develop schedule plan. Suppose we have to go through the any of the project management group, that road transport corporations. Okay, there should be a required a develop project schedules. Project scheduling plans means that the uh, on what times they have to be completed the projects. Okay, at the times of road constructions or the if you are considering in Pune as the road development corporations project, okay, then you need to think out that the traffics, okay, the way to move the traffics from the other hand means the other way. Okay, that's to be a more key components in developing project schedules. Okay, as the planning of a project in any of the area, you need to find out what are the difficulties startly. Okay, what are the difficulties to be faces in a project management or in a future scopes. Okay, as per the scope consideration, they have to need each and every activities. Okay, for the planning or for the developing a project schedule at the time of project scheduling. Means it is not considered that some of the project management just sit in the lab or just sit in his cabins and develop a project schedules. Okay, they have need to visit the sites of any project, not consider they have work on the road transport corporations or they have visited a construction project. Okay, just study on each and every project. Okay, that's some of the plans, how they have developed the plans for their cost structure, how they have developed a project schedules for their project. Okay, that are the uh, importance in each and every project management skills. Okay, these are the 6 steps of project scheduling. Just write it from your side. I will share the links or I will share the PPT with your group also by at the completions of our lecture. Okay, steps to developing a project scheduling is that the first step is to create a work breakdown structure. What is meant by breakdown structure? As I have previously said that in second unit, breakdown structure, work breakdown structure, that is WBS code. Okay, just go through their slide also. I don't know you are to be studying on that or not, but whatever it may be. Okay, create a work breakdown structure. Okay, second one is to estimate the duration. Okay, third one is to determine the resources. Fourth one is identify the predecessors. Fifth one is to determine milestones, and sixth one is identify dependencies. Okay, some of the dependency will be identified by the project manager to determine the milestone. Some of the identify predecessors, determine the resources. What are the resources they have to be required for the completion of projects. They have to determine the resources, which type of resources we have required, which type of climates we have required, which type of locations we have required. Okay, that if the consideration of developing a project schedule, you need to go through the 4 Ps of project also. So that also be uh, important consideration at the time of developing a project schedule. To estimate the durations. Okay, these are the important, that to estimate duration from each and every activity that to be needed. Okay, these are the primary constraints of each and every project management. Okay, what are the primary constraints in project management? Yes, anyone? Yes, Tejas Power.
The time, cost, scope.
Time, scope, and cost. There are the major primary constraints in project management. Okay, you need to write it now. Time, scope, and cost. For the each and every consideration, if your exam has going on to be online mode or by offline mode, you need to keep in mind of any of the project parameters. They have to be and key constraint. They have called that the primary key constraints of any of the project management. These are the 3 primary constraints, and some of these have to be relevant to the project management. Okay, but the consideration of time, scope, and cost, that are very essential components, that what how much times they have required, how much time they have to be allocated for each and every activity that to be completed with the time period. Okay, what are the scopes of that project for the society, for the future, or for the company purpose also? What are the future scopes at the time of project scheduling, at the time of project planning, at the time of project overviewing? They have need to find out that what are the future scopes of that project. Okay, at the any times of at the any time of project management or project scheduling, that each and every project manager think on that what are the future scopes of that project. Or as an a person, they have thinking on what is the use of that project. What is the use means nothing but in future. Okay, what are the future scopes of that project? It will be impact to our childrens, it will be impact to our societies, or it will be an technological development towards the future generation or towards the development of nations. Okay, these are the considerations in scope. Scope means what? In future, how much they have to be useful for our society, how much they have to be useful for our development. As like the industrial project. Okay, some of the industrial project establish, or some of the companies want to establish a industry in India, means what? There is a future scope. Okay, but we are considering that they have to be impact on our societies or not. Okay, they have to be how much they have to be useful with the consideration of our project or not. Okay, that's are the main, that the unemployment has happening because of that only. That we are considering the some of the local business or some of the locals peoples, they have said that this project has to be impact on our society, impact our on land acquisitions. Okay, impact our pollutions. Okay, that's why so many projects have gone away from our side, or away from the location of Chakan. Okay, as you know that the GM, General Motors, has closed the plants from Talegaon location. You know that what is the reason behind that? Anyone know? General Motors is one of the largest
Yes, sir.
group. Okay, yes, is one of the
Yes, sir.
largest group in Pune. Okay, but they are not ready to continue over the this Talegaon location. Okay, what is the impact on that project? That there will be unemployment for all these peoples. Okay, that will be impact on their industrial development corporations also. Okay, as the feedback from any of this, if the industry has closed their project from that location, that will be impact on other project, or some of the future generation project has to be carried out on that place. Not definitely not. They have studying that what are the failure regions of that project, or what are the failure regions from that company. Okay, why they have to be stop this much project at the consideration of people only. Okay, what the reason that the General Motors has stopped their plant, or General Motors has closed their company from that location? Yes, Yogesh, I think so. You know about that, or anyone knows the General Motors consideration part?
So because of less demand in market.
Yes, because of less
In
demanding in
COVID
market.
reason.
That will be impact on less importance in market. Okay, some of the demands are decreases, but also some of the reasons of the what we can say politicians part, some of the local part. Okay, some of the industrial development teams, they have not supported that as much that we have to be supported from the other nations. Okay, that's they have decide to close the plant. Okay, if you can say that so many companies in the market are not directly closing that their plant. Okay, they have find out to way to develop their skills, or way to develop their plans, way to consideration of towards the success. Okay, no any company has suddenly stopped these are the market. They are try to stay in the market, they are try to consistency in the market at any of the conditions. Okay, but if the impact of that will be directly impact on the workers who is working from 4 to 5 years. Okay, but some of the I think so that what we can say that the unions, okay, nowadays unions are important in the consideration of each and every project or in the consideration of company part. Okay, why the unions has stopped nowadays? That before it is okay that the unions has the group of peoples, okay, who are working together from 5 to 4 years. Okay, that's why they have created their unions part as per their future scope. Okay, some of the companies has to be if the employees are working in company from 4 to 5 years. Okay, but at the time some of the small mistakes the upper level management had decided to left him from the organizations or remove from the organization. That will be helpful for the what I can say that the union for that purpose. But nowadays that will be impact on employees itself. Okay, because they have considered with the part of some of the politicians members as that company has thinking on the employees, but when they have considered politicians with the unions, okay, union society, they have to be pressures on that companies with the considerations of these politicians. That's why company has not ready to establish a plant in Chakan or in some of the areas of Wagholi, Ranjangaon. Okay, that's are the reason. Okay, which companies have planned to for Pune for establishing a plant? Is anyone new? That is electric company. Yes, anyone new? Electric company.
Tesla.
Yes, that they have approached to us for the establishing in plant in Pune. Okay, let's move towards our slide that is the primary constants. Why I will go towards that scope? That's the reason. Just thinking on all these parameters or some of the accidents are happening in the Marvel locations. That I think so. Everyone has seen that videos. The fire has in the company, or so many people has died because of there. Because what is the reason behind that? There is a no planning. There has a no schedule
Short.
activity. Yes, there has happening a short circuit, but there have not their proper plans. What is the process flow of that company? No. What are the safety rules? No. The fires has in process or not? No. Okay, they have neglecting all these things. They only want the productions. They have not considered as a human is a part of our generations. Okay, they have considered as a human as a machine. Okay, management has considered human as a machines. Okay, that's why the problems are happening. Okay, short circuit. What is the reason behind that short circuit? They are not auditing of any of these plans from the auditors. Okay, they have just given a huge amount to the auditors and take the plans of successful completions of fire audit and all these things. They have to be maintaining a record, but that comes in that cases. Okay, but this part has to be considered. So many companies has put as their standard policy. Okay, if you are visiting some of the pharma company, just you see that how's the environment of that. Okay, just you need to Hyundai's, Tata Motors, Maruti Suzuki's. Okay, and one of the plants that Tetra Pak. Okay, there has packaging plant. This is a beautiful plant. If you have opportunity to visit that plant, it will be okay. But that there is so many automations and all these things in a Tetra Pak. Okay, these are the example of industrial development, or these are the example of time, cost, consideration, planning, scheduling each and every activity. That's are the success project of each and every industry. Okay, they have at the time of project scheduling or any of the project, they have to need out this survey of this type of companies to survey of the successful project. Okay, what are the failures of that project is nothing, is the second consideration part. Okay, but the uh, sequential plan, fire, okay, accidental cases, that are the major roles in each and every project management. Okay, what are the accidental happening in that? Okay, I know that if the accident happened, they have given us the amount, but the people had not come back with their original positions. Okay, the company has given some amount to the workers. Okay, or they have to be some of the changes in that process, and again that they will be continue with the process. Again in 2 to 3 years the accident has happening. Okay, these are the considerations that the management has not thinking too much, or they have not the proper planning and scheduling. Okay, just they want mm, what I can say, improper assessments, or they want uh, part time they want to part time suppose considerations for that the project or for that the process. Okay, you are the consideration of primary constraints. The time, scope, and cost are the primary constraints of any of the project. Other than this, the time, cost, scope, also the quality. What is meant by quality? Is anyone in even language also no problem? Is the quality? What is the consideration of quality? What is meant by quality? Anyone know the definition of quality? Or anyone knows the what is meant by quality? Just that they have considered a primary constraint, that quality. Quality means what? Quality is nothing but customer satisfaction. Okay, is that the original definition? Customer satisfaction, fitness for use. Okay, or also one of the said that the quality is not an act. Okay, it's an a habit. Okay, so many quality rules are established by the each and every organization from their sides. Quality is customer for use, quality is the customer satisfaction, it is the fitness for use. Okay, but that will be when they have to develop that the workers or employees had not looked that that quality is an act. Okay, it's a habit. They have need to a habit for each and every process that to be maintained for a quality. Okay, at the times of consideration they have compared that this is the act, or this is the act. They have considered that quality is an act. Okay, not quality is not an, this is an habit. If they are looking for this is an habit, the quality consideration will be important part, or quality will be the output of product. The quality has to be improved. If we are working on the processes. Okay, if you are proper working on each and every process, if you are proper working on at the purchase of the raw material, that is the consideration of each and every parameters. Okay, purchasing of raw material. Any of the project has dependability of quality is directly depend on which type of materials we have to be purchased. Okay, that will be impact on quality. Just take an example of any of the smartphone. Okay, what we have quality considerations in that. Okay, some of the future scopes. Okay, looking matter is also important in any of the project. Okay, design consideration part, how is the looking of that iPhones or that the smartphones. Okay, these are the consideration. And secondary features that we have already considered, that how much RAM, but the simple consideration as how these are the looking is an important consideration of the quality. Okay, suppose we have to purchase a bearing from any of the market. Some of the 4 to 5 bearings are available in the market. At that time we are looking for the looking part of that bearing. Second one is what we can second one is that price consideration is also important in case of quality. If you are looking for 3 to 4 products with the same range, with the same specification, but the cost considerations are less. Okay, at that test we have purchased a less cost with the high quality. Okay, these are comes under quality constraints. Okay, customer satisfaction. When the customer has satisfied, if you are providing a beautiful service, if you are providing a long time service to them. Okay, just a minute. Okay, I have one call. Just a minute. Just I will take it on a hold. Yes, okay. Sorry, student. One has an important call with us. Okay. So we will come towards our second constraint, that is customer satisfaction. Okay. If you are providing a good service to the each and every organization, the customer has to be satisfied. If you have providing a quality with the time considerations, okay, as then we have required that that for the time consideration JIT has an important part of each and every activity, that is just in times. If you want a product, we have to be purchase it from the any of the sites, but the time consideration is an important. If the product has not comes with the time, we are disappointment with that the project. If they are providing a good quality in all these things, but the consideration of timely consideration is also impact on that the customer satisfaction when we have providing with the quality, with the time, with all the considerations to the customers. Okay. After that, the risk. Yeah, that we have already covered that. What are the risk parameters in any of the project? Resources, that the availability of resources. Okay, that's are also the important considerations. All the resources, we need to find out the resources are available or not. Okay, after that, the time, that we have already covered that. These are the key constraints of the project management. These are the classes of scheduling the project. Are you understand or you have bored?
Understood, sir.
Yes, okay. Just take it as one of the examples, so it will be easy to you to understanding that what mean by primary constraints of the project or all. Okay, just to go through some of the cases, that accidental cases of any of the project, that will be you have to be, that will be okay to you, that you are to be created interested in that. If you are reading some of the stories, if you are reading some of the cases, that at that situation when you have reading the sentences, when you are reading the paragraphs, you directly goes through that the movements, as you have to read, that you have imagined this is happening, this is happening. Okay, that's why they have created a mind ability, critical thinkings on that project. That whenever we goes with some of the mobile phones videos, we have disturbed from our mind. Okay, just we go through another slide, that's we have go through another video. But at the time, at the time of reading some of the book or some offline, I say that the offline reading of any of the cases or some of the reading on laptops or desktop. Okay, that we have focus on that they have created a thinking ability from your mind, as your mind has directly connected to that story. Okay, these are the nowadays, these are the important things that we have to go through the offline reading. Okay, how they have to be impactful for. Why I have many times that please read the slides from your sides. That the meaning is that if you are trying to read any of the slides, you are focusing on that you are thinking from its sides, it will be okay or not. Okay, that your concentration is important with the any of the process or with any of the stories. Okay, let's come towards our point, that is classes of scheduling. Scheduling means what? As you can write from your side that the activities to be carried out sequentially, plannings, activity identifying. Okay, these are to be can write from your sides. It's not so easy. What is mean by scheduling? The steps. What are the 6 steps of scheduling? Just think from your side. Some of the steps has not need to take it from the this is the right process, that you can write from your some of the sentence from the your sides that relevant to that sentence. Okay, classes of scheduling is a problem that are to be specified in terms of 3 phases, that is classification of alpha, beta and gamma. They have to be distributed with these 3 things, that is three words, I think, say that the alpha, beta and gamma. Here the alpha, we just specify the machine environment. Okay, machine environments. Beta specify the job characters. Okay, and gamma denotes the optimality of the creation of the project. Okay, resources contains project scheduling problem which are comes under resources availability, concept of the activities, objective of the functions, or availability levels of the information. Okay, in the consideration of resources, what is the resources of renewable energy sources, what is the resources of non-renewable energy sources, or this can to be had control combinations of the resources. Okay, concepts of the activities which are consideration of precipitations or perceptions, executions of the models, type of resources and consumptions, other characteristics related to concept of the activities. The objective functions which are considered that the time cost consideration, economic consideration, resources based, multi-objective project, or some of the related to other objective also. That is cost consideration. They are also again considered as energy sources, renewable, all these things. After that, the availability level of the formatations which are considered that determinate, non-determinate, which are comes under reactive cases, positive cases, strongly active, or some of the sensitivity analysis. Okay, in the consideration of resources, we are comes towards the point that the renewable energy sources and non-renewable energy sources. What is meant by renewable sources? Yes. What is mean by energy sources? Okay, just give me the example of these are the energy sources from the basics. What are the energy
Sunlight,
sources? Yes.
wind energy,
Okay, these are comes under renewable energy sources or non-renewable energy sources.
renewable.
Okay, renewable means what?
That can be produced again and again.
Okay, that are comes under renewable energy sources. Or the example of non-renewable energy sources is what?
Coal, gas, rock, gas, crude oil,
Okay, crude
etc.
oil. Okay, coal is the part of renewable energy sources or non-renewable energy sources. Yes, Sagar.
Non-renewable, sir.
Okay. The renewable energy sources are comes under wind energy, solar energy, thermal power plant, hydraulic power plant, or some of the example of that nuclear power plant. Yes. Again the example of biogas. Yes. Again the example of what we can say that the I think so. This is
Wind, sir.
which
Wind.
yes
Wind.
wind
हवा
energy
का
that
सर वो भी रहता है ना.
yes that's wind energy. Hmm. Again the consideration of part that hydraulic we have already said that some of the renewable resources anyone knows if the name has missing nuclear hydraulic thermal okay solar some of the other plants yes if the energy has created from this that we have carried out some of the small project on the basis of friction you know that frictions any of the toll naka we can say that they have to be pressing that the energy has to be generated with the effect from the dynamometers as we can say that in our childhood that we have to kept one dynamometer to the bicycle's point okay and that the light has to be on okay these are also the consideration of renewable energy sources okay these are the basic example of any of the renewable energy sources. Just you think on that the renewable sources are not impact on any of the environment. Okay, that's they have considered resources availability. That how much they have to be impact on the pollutions. Okay, at the time of any industry installation, they have considered EHS policy act that is environment, health, and social things. Okay, environmental impact that how much they have to be impact on the environment. Some of the product has to be manufactured on the local area on the social society okay they have surveyed that the scraps, or that the some of the project that to be some of the output has to be, or what we can say that defects are impact on the human life or not. Okay, just we have survey, or just we have audited from that, and then we have given a permissions for that plant. Okay, or they have able to renewable, or they have able to recycle that component or not. Okay, there's all our considerations are come under any of the environmental considerations part. Okay, pollution under control, like this. Okay, they have considered each and every points for the consideration of environment. Okay, other than this, anyone know that the environment contents which they have considered? Just it will be okay for today's lecture. Okay, that is project scheduling means what are the resources in that, what are the classes of project scheduling. Okay, at the time of scheduling, what are the difficulties, what are the issues that comes in that. Okay, here are seven of the most common aggravating scheduling issues managers run into regularly, and how to eliminate them if the shortage of employees. Okay, that are the difficulties of the project management, any of the project management. What are the difficulties they have faces? That the shortage of employees. What is the reason of shortage of employees? Yes, Yogesh, Sagar, Vinod. Shortage of employees. As one side we said that we don't we have an unemployment with the project and services. Okay, and here they said that shortage of employees. Okay, what is the reason behind that the shortage of employees? If the consideration of project scheduling part, what shortage of employees? If you have required an employee with the, yes,
The skilled manpower.
yes, it's skilled manpower required. For at that time, there will be a shortage of employees. That we are looking for the specific job profile considerations. Okay, that we are considering technical persons. Okay, so in that case, there will be a shortage of employees if they are looking, or some of the like pandemic situations are comes towards this. If the consideration of any of the project, this will also be impact on shortage of employees, as you have already studying on that at the time of starting of COVID-19 impact. Okay, our all the construction project, construction sites, road construction, metro projects has stops. What is the reason behind that? That we are with the technology and all these things, but we are not able to provide employees, because most of the peoples are working from the Bihar regions or some of the outstates. Okay, that our people are not ready to work at risk applications, I think so. That okay, that you have looked at the how many people from Maharashtra has working on construction side, as there in consideration of Maharashtra peoples? No, that never working on that construction project, some of the mining industries. Okay, some of the high temperature applications. Okay, like thermal power plant or some of the forging industries. Okay, just you have look out that the which type of employees are there. These are all came from other regions. There are all came from outside of the Maharashtra. Okay, that's why there had to be impact on shortage of employees. Okay, these are comes under scheduling issues. Okay, after that overscheduling means what? Overscheduling means what? Yes, Yogesh. That I have question that everyone has understand the project management case or not. Just
Yes.
what? Yes, have you understood, or some of the points you have to be confused? At that time, you can directly question to me that sir, I have not got it this point. Okay, that's why I have taking too much times from that the explanation of each and every steps with the example of shortage of employees means what? What are the case are comes in case of shortage of employee? At that case, when we are thinking that the scheduling issues are comes, you will directly go towards the example. Okay, the consideration part is that you are keep in mind if some of the example given by the any of the project. Okay, that's there to be important for you. Okay, overscheduling means what? If you are preparing a plan with scheduling activity proper, but whenever we are thinking it from continuously, or we can say that the planning to each and every activity one after another sequentially by one to multiple cases. Okay, that's why that at that time there will be impact on overscheduling also. Okay, disorganizations, some of the activity not get by proper, that are the disorganizations. Last minute absence. Okay, scheduling is to come, which are to becomes under last minute absence. It will take with from your side too. If you are absent from some of the previous lecture, some of the starting lecture, then you are not able to understand it properly. As like some of the members has to be understand, it is very what I can say easiest way. At that time you have required some of the times to understand that. Okay, that are comes under last minute absence. If you are a project manager, or you are the key of that project, and some of the meetings has missed by from your sides, at that time you need to understand from your previous batch or those who have taken charge. Okay, that's how required, that you need to know that the each and every activity has to be carried out or not. Some of the plans are there changes or not. Why they have changes their plans. Okay, there's all these things that they have to be need to understand, or that they have need to know. Okay, why they have changes their plan. What are the difficulties are comes under that. Who they have to be find out this problem. Okay, that's they have to need that some of the times that had not need to change the plan, but some of the two to three people have said that this will be not okay. But just not need to think on two to three people, just go through the site, just carry out the practical orientations. If the processes or activities are to be good sequentially, then why we need to change as per the suggestion of two to three people if the process are goes on carried out by a proper manner. Okay, so each and every meeting to be important as an project scheduling as or an a project management role. Okay, after that the employees turnover. Okay, these are also be the issues of the any of the project management case. After that, not planning of the vacations on other paid time off. Okay, these are to be important in each and every project. Lack of availabilities. Okay, what are comes under lack of availabilities? That is resources, cost, employees. Okay, each and every task to be considered under lack of availabilities. Okay, these are to becomes under lack of availability, that will be impact on scheduling issues. Okay, these all are the scheduling issues of any of the project management. From your side, you want any additional issue, then you can write from your side too. So if you are thinking that there are comes under scheduling issues. Okay, improper considerations of resources, that are also comes under lack of availabilities. Okay, these are the resource allocation methods. We are continue resource allocation method and completions of this topic or this unit of our upcoming lecture, which is on Thursday at morning. Okay, today we will stop here.
Okay, sir.
And best luck to all of you for the studies and consideration of all the part of your academic
Thanks.
or from your life success part also.